Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday and it is time for our virtual card class. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to hang out here just for a second or two while everyone is finding us. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Here in Adams, it is a perfect, beautiful day. I think it's like 75 or something outside. Just gorgeous. My idea of the perfect summer. We're going to be doing a card class today with the Sweetest Cherries Bundle. So we're going to use the stamp set, and we're going to be using the punch, where you can see the beautiful cherry there. We're going to have a lot of fun. I have 4 really awesome cards to show you. This is a free with purchase class, so you will be able to receive this awesome class for free. You'll be making a total of 8 cards, and you'll get the envelopes. So you're going to get some of the new vellum that they offer. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun. So let's get started. So again, the stamp set is the Sweetest Cherries. This is one that carried over from the prior catalog. I just thought this stamp set was just really sweet. So I just kind of wanted to show you this one. So we're going to be using this. And we are going to be using these brand new gems. It's a Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So you get these really pretty, you can see how they shimmer and shine. Love it. So we're going to use these embellishments. All right, our first card. We are going to grab a piece of, what color is this? Oh my goodness, crumb cake. Jeepers. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. I had to take my dog to the vet today. He wasn't feeling so good, but he's all better. He's fine. He will live. All right, so we're taking our crumb cake. We're just going to fold this in half. Just like that. Then I had cut a piece of real red, and we are going to attach that to our card base. So we're going to grab our Stampin' seal. Yeah, so my little puppy, he's 9 months old. He's a chocolate lab, and he just wasn't feeling so great. It was going on for a little bit, so I thought, you know, I'm going to call the vet. Our vet is just amazing. Her and her husband run the clinic, and they are just awesome. All right, so we have a piece of this vellum, and you can see on this one, it's like there's some little leaves, branches in here. Very pretty. So this vellum is pretty thick. But as you can see with the humidity in the air, it does curl, so we want to make sure that we attach it. We don't want to put a whole lot of adhesive on here because you might see some of it, so we're going to strategically place the adhesive where we're going to be putting items. So we are going to be putting items towards the bottom, so we'll grab some seal and then right about the center, just like that. And then there is going to be some other things here. And then you can go back and grab some of your mini glue dots, which we're going to do to help hold it down. So we just kind of put the red on a slight angle, and we're going to do the same thing with the vellum. If you end up having some pieces that hang over, you can always trim them. All right, so you can kind of see how you can see some of this. That's all right. By the time we're done, you're not going to see anything. All right, so let's grab our red ribbon, and this is out of the Real Red and Burlap Ribbon Combo Pack. So we're going to use the red. And we will put that right around here. We'll just trim and tie a bow. vellum actually should have gone the other direction. So we'll just peel that off, maybe. There we go, because I have the ribbon on this side. All right. And this vellum is really thick, so you're not going to have it tear on you. There we go, that's better. Now I feel better about that. All right, let's tie a bow. All right, so we're just going to tie a bow here in the center. So, I also wish I had an update for you on the studio, but unfortunately, I do not. The contractor, I don't know what the deal is. It's getting kind of frustrating. So they showed up last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, half a day Wednesday, and I haven't seen them since. So all I have are what the pictures were that I posted last week. I have 4 walls, which are not completely finished. I do not have, oh goodness, why am I having such a hard time? I do not have, why is this being goofy? I do not have a roof yet. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm hoping the studio gets built sometime this year. The guy's a really nice guy. Had signs all over town, so when we hired him, we thought, oh, well, this guy's going to be really good. Had the best quote, told us it would be done before Memorial Weekend. Well, it is obviously after Memorial Weekend, and my studio is still not finished. So, I know there's shipping delays and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just trying to be as patient as I possibly can, which for those of you that know me, I'm not very patient. So, all right, so here we have some other pieces. So we're going to put this on the side for a little bit. We have this granny apple green, and all the measurements and directions are in the tutorial that you will get when you do the minimum purchase to get the class for free. All right, so we're going to use Friend. I'm going to use my Real Red. So we're going to use this for a couple things. So let's stamp our sentiment on here. Okay, that didn't work so great. It was a little off, so I'll just flip it over. Try it again. Better. All right. So we have that. All right. So now we need to stamp some cherries. So I just have a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to be using both of the cherry stamps. Just going to flip them over. There's one. And here's 2. We'll stamp 1. And then go back and stamp the second one. Just like that. Clean those off. All right. Now I believe we are finished with our red. So we're going to use our punch. Now, when I use the punch, I use it upside down. I don't know if that's how everyone else uses it, but that's how I do. So I can see where I'm lining everything up. So just like that. And then we'll go to the second one. There we go. And now this looks really good. We'll take these little pieces. So this one here, it's like a half eaten, or there's a bite. So we're just going to trim that off. just like that. And when I cut out images, I always try and leave a little bit of the white border. All right, so let's put everything together. So I did go ahead and I took a piece of crumb cake and I stamped the stems and I cut them out. And then I also stamped on Granny Apple Green 2 leaves and I cut them out with the punch. I did it ahead of time to save some time, so we have that. All right, let's put everything together. So I'm going to take my adhesive, put it on the wrong side of my image, and then we'll line it up right in the center here, just like that. Grab some dimensionals for my cherries. So let's get 2. And then we'll get 2. So I hope everyone is taking advantage of the designer series paper sale. I went through and I placed my order, and there is a lot of the new designer series paper that is on sale. So I was very excited to see that because I have quite a few summer classes. So I needed some paper, and it was like the perfect time. All right, so let's put our sentiment on first. Move this down. So we're going to go just over the ribbon just a little bit. Just like that. Grab our cherries. We'll put one here. See, it's covering the glue. And there we go. Now, I have our stem. I'm going to use the liquid glue. Just put a little dot. That's all you need. And you know what? I need to trim this just a little bit. There we go. Just like that. We'll put the second one on. Just a little bit of this glue goes an extremely long way. There we go, probably a little too much. There we go. Now I have these really cute leaves, and we will add them. So one of the leaves will go on top, and the other one we're going to tuck underneath. So this one here we're going to tuck underneath. There we go. This one we will put on top. We're just going to put a tiny little bit of glue. So put in the comments, let me know you're here. I'm so excited that you are here joining me. I know summertime's a busy, busy time, but everybody's out and about doing things, having vacations and parties and all kinds of fun stuff. So let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. All right, so we're going to grab some of these gems and add some on there. And I need my Take Your Pick tool. Again, I love this thing. It's a godsend. All right, so put one there. And we'll grab a bigger one, and we'll shoot that right there. All right, so here is our first card. In the kit, you will get all the supplies to make 2 of these. I do not include stamped images, so you will need to get the stamp set. Honestly, you do not need to get the bundle. If you want to, it's great. Otherwise, you can just hand cut out these images. And I do have a link in the description above where you can go ahead and order that. All right, so there is that one. On to our second card. So again, we have the crumb cake. So we'll just simply fold that in half, and then we'll put this on the side. So does anybody have any fun vacations planned? Anything exciting going on this summer? Graduations, weddings, big trips, anything? Let me know. All right, So in the stamp set, there's this stamp. It kind of looks like a basket. So we are going to put that on a block. Grab our crumb cake. Juice that up, and we're just going to put a little bit over the top here, just like that. You don't have to really worry about where it meets because it's going to get covered. All right. You don't need the crumb cake anymore. Now we will grab a piece out of that same pack. So we use the red. Now here we're using the burlap. This is really pretty. It has like stitching on the sides. It's pretty. So we're simply going to take this, put it along here, and wrap it. We're not going to tie a bow. Just because you have ribbon, you don't have to tie a bow. I'm just going to flip it over. Now, when I do this, I use my Stampin' Seal Plus, just because it holds it a little better. It is a much stronger adhesive. So I'm just going to fold that over, trim, and fold it over. Whoop. Just like that. And that kind of turned out a little crooked, didn't it? All right, there we go. Slide it up a little. Perfect. So we have that. Now we're going to do some stamping. So we're going to grab our red and our black. Use the big sweet. So for vacations, my husband and I, we were thinking of doing a biking vacation. I don't know if that's going to still happen or not, because we're going to have so much going on with the studio. Because we have to do all the drywall and electrical and all that fun stuff. All right, so we have sweet. So I'm thinking we may not get a vacation this year, which is fine. I can't remember the last time he and I had gone on a vacation, so we're kind of used to it. All right, so I need Life Is. It's just a small little stamp. We're going to use the red. Make sure we're juiced up. Just like that. Yeah, so we were going to just pack up some bags and hit the road on our bikes. So I don't know how many miles a day he was thinking of going, but let's see, I am looking for With You in It. All right. And let's put that right here. Cute. All right. Thank you for those that are just popping on. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, so we are going to take this now and attach it to our red cardstock. And we're just going to lay it flat. We're not going to do dimensionals yet. For some reason, I cannot see anyone's comments. I don't know what Facebook is doing to me today. All right, now we're going to add our dimensionals. So we'll just flip it over. So if I don't respond to your comments during the live, I will definitely post them. And one in the middle. that. Come on. There we go. All right, so we're going to attach this to our crumb cake base. All right, now I want to add some cherries on here. So I have a piece of scrap early espresso. I have red for my cherries. And I punched out a circle and another label. I think this was Lovely label. I'm not sure. Anyways, so we will put adhesive on the back here. I am so bad at remembering the names of things. Goodness. All right, so I'll just center this. Just like that. Add some dimensionals. Very quick and simple. Yeah, so also for the month of June, there is a special for getting the starter kit. So the starter kit does not mean you need to become someone who sells product. The starter kit is exactly that. It is a starter kit. So if you are a hobbyist, if this is just your fun stuff, you get, for $99, you get $155 worth of product. Yes, you will also get some Stampin' Up! Business supplies, but you can always pitch those or give them to someone who you know is a demonstrator. I'm sure they would appreciate the catalogs. But you get to take advantage of an awesome opportunity to get a bunch of product for cheap. So for $99, you get $155 worth of product. So if you plan on spending a bunch of money on the designer paper, you could get your 15% off of the designer series paper. And if you spend like close to that $99, you might as well do the starter kit because you get to take advantage of both of the options, which is awesome. All right, so with this, with the cherries, what I'm going to do is I am going to take these mini glue dots to attach it. The reason is because I don't want it to lay completely flat. I want a little lift, but not a lot. So I'm just going to take it, roll it, and put them on. So it gives it a little lift. I don't want to lay them flat. Okay, I'm going to get off my finger. So just like that. So you can see how it's kind of lumpy. So you want to put that on here so it's not going to lay flat. Just like that. So when you look at the card this way, see, you can kind of see it's lifted up. It's not as high as a dimensional. 2 and 3. So yeah, you might as well take advantage of the starter kit. Why not? So you can get some of the new in colors, some of the new core colors. We're just going to put that on there. Again, we're going to take the glue and attach it at the base. You might as well, you know, I'm all about saving some money. I don't know about you all, but I didn't win the lottery, so you want to take advantage of some savings whenever you can. And there's no obligation. You don't have to sell anything. Plus, if you're a part of my team, you do get all of my card classes, the tutorials for free. There we go. All right. So here's the card. Now we need to add some bling. You can't have a card without bling. So let's see, what color could we use? We could use some of this really pretty bright green. So put one on there. And I'm going to grab one of these big ones and put that down there. Awesome. So here is card number 2. All right, card number 3. We are going to be using some more vellum. So we have our basic white. It's your usual 8.5 cut, or 8.5 by 5.5. So we are going to fold this in half. Smush the edges down. Then I have some early espresso. And I have a piece of basic white. So we're going to stamp on our basic white first. So I need my full cherry stamp. I want the bite mark. I can put that away. I don't know if that's a bite mark or I don't know what that's supposed to be. But all right, look at the red. All right. And we are just going to randomly stamp on here, just on one side. So you want to make sure it's nice and juicy. Put a cherry there, and it can go off the page. The only thing is you have to make sure you wipe your desk. So I have my trusty baby wipes. Now when they say these wipes are flushable, they are not. Don't believe it. So we have septic out here in Adams. They're not flushable. They don't break down. I don't know why. Oh, it's nice and wet. I don't know why they say they are. I have to grab a Kleenex or something. Hang on. Okay, Kleenex box is not in here. I'll just wipe this so it dries. Yeah, I don't know why they say they're flushable. They are not. Okay, enough of that nonsense. Okay, so here is our card. We are going to grab our early espresso and we're going to give our cherries some stems. So I probably put a little too many of them on here, but that's all right. So juice that up. One right there. There's one. And they can overlap. That is fine. Perfect. And we need to grab our Granny Apple Green. Just going to take my wipe here and wipe that a little more. Wow, my wipes are really juicy. I think I added a little too much. Oh, that was fabulous. A little too much water to juice them up. All right, Granny Apple Green. Need our leaf. Just nice, simple, just like that. Again, if it goes off the page, no worries. Now, what we're going to do is attach this to our early espresso. We'll go over here where it's not wet. Put that right in the center. All right, now I have some more vellum. Now this pattern of vellum has the little dots. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to place that just right on top. I probably want to put my adhesive right about there. Now this one, we're probably going to need to use some of the mini glue dots to attach it. So right in the center. So it's attached here. Now we will attach and assemble and stamp our sentiment. So here's where we're going to stamp. We want birthday wishes. Birthday, nope. Okay, no, there's a birthday wishes in here. Seriously? Okay, there it is. Oh my goodness. I have glasses on and I still can't see. All right, right there, we need our red. Let's get that going. Let's stamp our sentiment. That was off center, so just flip it. I need to go to the eye doctor. Goodness gracious. There we go, it's better. All right, so let's put these layers together. So in your kit, you will get all the labels pre-cut. So you'll be getting enough to make 2 cards of this card. So you'll get everything with this, your red tag, your early espresso. So let's start layering everything. So we're just going to put a little adhesive right in the center. And we'll put this right in the middle, just like that. And we're going to take some more adhesive and put it on the center of the red. Now the only reason I'm doing it kind of backwards like this is because I'm not 100% sure where it's going to overhang. So put that here. So if I put it all the way to the ends, then I'm going to get adhesive where I don't want it. So now we need some dimensionals. All right, so we will add this over that adhesive so we don't see it. Just like that. Then we will grab some of these gems, put them on. So we'll do one up here, here, and then we'll do one, where do we want this one? Right about here. So we need to add some of the mini glue dots. So where did my mini glue dots go? Right there. So where I have these gems, we're going to put a mini glue dot behind there so we don't see it. So that is where this take your pick tool, because you get like a little flat spatula edge. So we're just going to pick it up so it's still flat. Kind of line it up underneath where our gem is. Right about there. And then pull it off. Now we have adhesive behind here. Isn't that awesome? So we're going to do the same thing down here. Just grab it flat. Right where the gem is. And pull it out. Yeah, see? So you don't see any of the adhesive. All right. So this is card number 3. All right, and our last card. Oh, you know what? Oh, good night. Totally forgot to add it to the base. Dimensionals. I tell you, I am just like super spacey today. I don't know what the deal is. All right, no worries. So I'm looking, I'm like, why do I still have a piece of folded cardstock on my desk? All right. Card number 3, finished. There we go. All right, card number 4. This is a great way to use up some scraps. Have our basic cardstock. We're just simply going to fold it in half. I cut a piece of the Real Red and some Granny Apple Green. We're just going to put some adhesive on the backs. Attach it to our card base. Again, all the measurements are in the tutorials. You can get all the supplies for this class for free. Don't forget about that. So we're just going to angle it just like that. We're going to do the same thing with the green. On an angle, just like that. I'm going to put it on the side. We have our basic white paper. Again, dimensionals are in the tutorial. So we're going to do some stamping and some punching. And use the Sweet again. So I'll put that on a block. Use our black. Make sure it's all nice and juicy. Flip it over if you're not sure. Put that right about here. Tap, tap. Good coverage. Have that. Then what we will do is we need our birthday wishes stamp again. At least I knew where it was this time. Goodness. Real Red. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so let's do some punching. I already punched out the stems. Save a little bit of time. Again, upside down. There's 1. There's 2. And a bunch of other little pieces. Now we're going to cut some leaves. So we'll do one of those. And hit this corner for another one. All right. We're going to glue these flat. I do not want them raised up this time. I know, shocker, huh? A little adhesive. You could also use liquid glue. One up here. One a little lower. Just like that. Grab our stems. We need some glue. Liquid glue. So who uses liquid glue for everything? I'm just curious if there's anybody out there that uses it for everything. Because I know of a few demonstrators that and crafters that do it for everything. Alright, so we'll shoot that one on. Now we need some leaves. So let's see, which is the base. Here's the base. Put a little glue on the back. I just need a little, I don't need a lot. Tuck that under here. And other one we're going to put towards the bottom. Just like that. Alright, so now we will grab some dimensionals. Four corners, and then one in the middle. Just like put this on here. Now you want to make it so you see all the layers. So just like that. All right, so let's grab some more embellishments. Put my glue away before I somehow mess that up. All right, so we'll grab some of this really bright, pretty green. All right, and here is card number 4. So let me pull out all the cards. These are all included in your card class. The only thing that is not included in your class would be the stamp set. I'm not allowed to send stamped images. All right, so here's 2 of the cards. And then what were the other ones? There was this one. And then we had our little cherries here. So you can see them a little better. All right, so here are the 4 cards that we make. In your kit, you will get 2 of each. You'll get the envelopes. I believe it is with a minimum order. You will get the kit for free. I believe it's 30 or 35. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see here if I can see it on my screen. And it's not, oh, it is with a minimum $30 order. You can get the entire kit for free. If you do place an order for $40 minimum, you will get the kit for all the cards, plus you will get a package of the embellishments that go along with the kit. So you'll get the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So $40 gets you the embellishments and the cards. So with that said, that is all I have for you lovelies. I will be back here next week, and I have a super, super sweet class planned. We are going to be using the Playing in the Rain stamp set. It is just adorable, so you won't want to miss that. You do have until, I believe it is Saturday or Sunday, to get your orders in for this class. There are a limited number. I do have a limited number of supplies. So don't delay, get your orders in, and I will get this shipped out to you. All right, have a wonderful rest of the day, and God bless.